Today I'll be reviewing this soap. I started using this soap just not long ago. I think that was around January of 2026. So, in case you are just coming across my channel, I want to say a special happy new year to you. This is actually my very first video for the year. This is 2026 and I'm shooting this video on the third week of January, so the month is almost finished. But for today, I would be reviewing this soap. The name of the soap is Nano Extra White. As you can see, there is a lot of sunlight, sun reflection. The weather is very hot, very hot. So that's why there is like a lot of sun and the reflection is just too much. I'm trying to make the video in such a way that it doesn't get the sun doesn't get overwhelming for it, right? But I would be reviewing this soap. This is the Nano Extra White Papaya and Carrot soap. So for today, I want to talk about this very soap and all the beautiful things about it. First things first, this soap claims to do a lot of things, and I will be reading out some of the things it claims to do. So I have them jotted out on my notes just for flexibility sake, so it doesn't get really difficult for me to list them. So here are some of the claims of the soap. Number one is that it claims to reduce oil and acne. Number two is that it claims to also reduce melasma and freckles. So if you don't know what is melasma, melasma is those red patches people usually have here. Some people call it sunburn, which is a popular term in Nigeria, the context of Nigeria, right? So melasma is when you have discoloration right here below your eyelid, I guess. So when you have melasma, you see people that have a lot of discoloration here, dark discoloration, right? So this soap, this claims to clear that. Also, it claims to reduce freckles, and it also claims to remove old skin cells. So the action of removing old skin cells is just for new ones to come. It's just to produce new ones, right? That's why when you see people who exfoliate their skin, they get to have a more plumpy, smooth skin. Why? Because the old ones has been removed through the act of exfoliation. So yes, these are like the things this soap claims to do, and I'm here to prove whether their claims are correct or wrong. So backstory, I started using this soap first week of January, and I had my reason for using it, right? I remember in my previous video where I shared my skincare routine, I mentioned that I was using the honey and papaya soap, Ashanti honey and papaya soap for exfoliation. The normal soap I was using as at then was the Ever Classic soap. That's what I was using, and it was working pretty fine for me, except for the fact that I also needed something to help with exfoliation so I can be able to get like new cell turnovers. That was why I had to switch to this one, because I figured that Ashanti was not giving me exactly what I wanted. It wasn't fading some of the old dark spots I had as fast as I wanted it. And before you come for me, I used Ashanti for a long while. I used it for close to 2 months just to see if it can do the work for me. But unfortunately, it did not do the work. So I had to go for something different. And I remember stating in my previous video that Ashanti had a lot of exfoliants in it, BHAs and AHAs, but it did not work for me, right? So I had to get this one. Two important things: I wanted my face to be smoother, although it was smooth as at then, but it wasn't as smooth as what is looking right now. I wish you can see how smooth my face is looking right now. Is because of this soap, Nano Extra White. So let's get into the ingredients. There are some particular ingredients I saw in this soap that made me get it. Some of them include niacinamide. I've been screaming about niacinamide on my channel, especially for oily, girly skin. So I'm acne prone and I have an oily skin. What that means is that I produce excess of oil, which brings about breakouts and dark spots and all of those things. So I'm always looking for products that contain niacinamide. That was why I got this thing, because it has niacinamide, and again it contains kojic acid. I initially wanted to get the kojic acid soap, kojisan, the popular one. Everyone knows that that soap is very good, but there are just so many fakes in the market, and I wouldn't want to spend all of that money. Kojisan is around 5,000 right now. I wouldn't want to spend all that money and end up getting the fake product. So I needed to look for a different or a dupe soap that contains the exact ingredient, and this comes very close. So this contains kojic acid, it contains niacinamide, it contains ascorbic acid, and it contains papaya extract and glycolic acid. Glycolic acid is the most important one because it's an exfoliant. So these are like the main ingredients I saw in the soup that made me purchase it, right? And to be frank with you, to be honest with you, this soup is the best thing after sliced bread. I'm not capping, I'm not joking. This soap is very beautiful. If you look at my face, you can see that I do not have dark spots. It's because of this soap. This is my third week of using this soap, and is making my skin pop. I am no longer suffering discoloration, although I did not have a lot of discoloration in the past. I had few discolorations because of acne marks and scars, but right now that I'm using this soap, all of those discolorations have gone. Another thing is, when I was using the Ashanti papaya soap with my ever good, I noticed that I was breaking out often. I was always breaking out. But when I switched to this, I stopped breaking out. So I was not having fresh pimples every day. Remember that my skincare routine is very simple. I usually use three things for my skincare routine. The first one is to cleanse, second one is to treat, and the third one is to moisturize. I've mentioned all of these things in my previous video where I shared my skincare routine for as an oily acne girl. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm biting my tongue, but that's by the way. But right now I'm using this soap and it's doing wonders for me. I've not had issues with breakouts, and I'm no longer having dark spots. You know, the issue with the problem with breakouts is that when you break out and you heal those pimples or those new breakouts, once they fade, you are left with the acne scar. But with this soap, I've not been having acne scars. I've not been having dark spots. I've not been having any of those issues. If you even look at this video and compare it to my previous video, you are going to notice that there has been a tremendous improvement. Tremendous one. Like, I'm so stunned by the amount of improvement I've seen on my face. My face is very smooth right now, and I do not have any knuckles. As you can see, I do not have any knuckles. I use this soap once every day. Mind you, previously I was using the Ashanti morning and night, but this one I've been using it once a day, and it does the work. It does it so well. So let me talk about what I pair it with. I pair this soap with my serum. I use a niacinamide serum, the Dr. Rachel alpha apotene and niacinamide serum. It works really well. And since I started pairing it with this soap, it has been a game changer. Everything that has to do with acne has run away from me. Everything that has to do with pimples, they've all disappeared. I no longer suffer breakouts. I no longer have dark spots. I no longer. And the beautiful thing about this soap is that it does not sting. You know, there are some certain soaps, especially exfoliating soaps, that you start using, you begin to notice that it stings your face. When you rub it and put it on your face, it begins to sting your face. This does not do that. It's one of the things I love about the soap. It's very, very, very nice. So it does not stink. And let me talk about the smell. The smell is so good. It smells so nice. In fact, every soap that contains papaya extracts has the same kind of soap. This soap smells exactly the same way um Ashanti papaya soap smells. It's also the same thing with extract soap. All of them has the same smell and all of them has the same color. This one is finished. I think I still have some of it left in the bedroom, but this is how it comes in. It comes in this sachet, and there are no fakes. There are no fakes for this product. The only thing is there is one that does not contain niacinamide and there is one that contains niacinamide. So if you're looking for the one that contains niacinamide, please make sure to look for it here. They are supposed to write it somewhere here that it contains niacinamide. As you can see, it's written here plus niacinamide. I'm trying to show you the test. Is written here, but the sun is too much. I don't even know what to do about the sun. It's just too much. So it's written plus niacinamide, just to show you that it contains niacinamide. So make sure to verify from the vendor if the one she is giving you contains niacinamide. It's very important, especially if you're acne prone, because you need niacinamide to help reduce your oil production, right? Another thing is that it smells really good. The smell is awesome and it lathers very well. Once you scrub this thing on your sponge, you only need to do it once and you have enough lather to go all over your body. So it lathers really well, and again it lasts. This is the one I bought since January 1st. I think January 1st or 2nd or 3rd, I can't remember. Okay, January January 3rd. I can't remember exactly, but it was around that period after the new year. I had to get this. So this one, I got it since then. I've been using it and it's still remaining. A big size of it is still remaining in the bedroom, like I said earlier. So it lasts very well. This soap can last you a month plus. I use it once a day, but if you choose to use it twice a day, it can still go for 1 month, and the price is very cheap. I usually buy it at the price of 1.7. I don't know if it's cheaper or costlier where you are. You just have to know that the price range is from 1.7 or 1.5 to 2,000. It shouldn't be more than that. And let's also talk about the benefits. The benefits is that this soap is going to brighten you. Like I said, it has brightened all of the dark spots I have. If you have melasma, if you have discoloration, hyperpigmentation, go for this soap. It's going to clear all of those things. Again, it is going to make your face smooth. Look at my face. You can see how smooth it is. You can see how smooth my face is looking. That's exactly what this soap is going to do for you. So, and again, remember that smoothness is also a factor of the serum you are using. I usually encourage people to invest in serums. Invest in serums that are far more important than toners and even moisturizers. Once you have an active serum with an active ingredient like niacinamide, you are good to go. Or even vitamin C. It helps with brightening. So if you want a smooth face and brightening effect, invest in your serum, not just the soap. But this soap did 70% of the work for me, while my serum also contributed to the smoothness of my face. Another thing that this soap does is that it evens out your skin tone. So if you have a brighter body complexion compared to your face, then I highly recommend you get this, because it's going to help brighten out your face. It will even out your skin tone. It's going to give you the same color, the same shade on your face, the same shade on your body, the same shade on your hands, the same shade everywhere. This soap is going to do that. I don't know if this soap is going to work for a dark person, but I know for one it works really well for relatively fair people or very very fair people, right? Lastly, this thing will stop you from breaking out. It literally stopped my breakout. It helped me eradicate breakouts completely. I've not been breaking out since I started using this soap. Yes, that's the beautiful thing about it. And like I said in conclusion, this soap is very, very affordable. So if you are on a budget and you're looking for something that would smoothen out your face, clear your dark spots, your hyperpigmentation and all of those stuff, then you should get this Nano extra white soap. So I've come to the end of this video, and I would also like you to share your experience if you have used this soap, if it gave you a counter reaction, or it did not work for you, or it gave you white patches or all of those stuff. Please, I would like you to share in the comments, just so to help any other person that would come across this video. You can also share the price you got your own, and any other information you feel would help anyone who is searching for this soap, searching for information on this soap. So that will be all for this video. Please, I would encourage you to also give this video a like so it can reach more people. This is the only way to support the work I do on this channel. And again, give me a subscription. It's completely free. No one is charging you for subscription, so do it to subscribe to the channel just for more reviews, more honest reviews like this one. Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye.